Hey guys, from YouTube channel for the Academy. Welcome to day three of the success habit of the billionaire. So, if you haven't watched the day one and day two, I will link that in the description. So, today we will be just making the course of day three. So, day three is all about emotional intelligence. There are two things, two quotient, right? Emotional quotient and intelligent quotient. So a lot of people are always successful with, I mean, they have just good intelligent quotient, but they lack emotional quotient. And when you see a book in Dale Carnegie, he just interviewed a lot of people, and all were all engineers, and they are expert in their field. But when it comes to people, a lot of people just dealing with people, they just suffer because they are lacking this emotional intelligence, lacking this emotional quotient. But it is so much important when you are with people, when you are dealing with people. It is just like a ladder to success, right? So if you are powerful with the emotional quotient and emotional intelligence, you can make a huge difference in your life. So this success habit day three is all about learning the emotional intelligence, right? And there is also a book called emotional intelligence only with the author named Daniel Kahneman, and he talks about psychology and how you can just manipulate. And there are a lot of things you can see in this world right now, which is manipulating you in many different ways. Everybody is trying to sell you something. Everybody is trying to grab your attention. Everybody is trying to manipulate you, right? So it's a kind of emotional quotient, emotional intelligence. So today we dive deep into it. If you're new to channel, consider subscribing for a daily dose of positivity. And remember, you are the co-creator of your own life. You can become whatever you want. So today, emotional intelligence. Why is learning and having EQ, emotional quotient, is so much important? The world is always connected, continues to connect, and we for our connect to people interaction, not to business communication. With places and projects, I have a strategy. When it comes to people, I go with my heart. So this is why it's so much important to have emotional quotient and emotional intelligence. And that's why in the book called Zen Yoga by PJ Sahar, he explains how the mind works in terms of ISN center, which is intelligent, emotional, sexual, and mind center. So it's four center is discussed. And right now, when you are human, so your E center is so much powerful. That's why you are able to connect with people. So when you see someone cry, you started crying. You express your feeling. When you see someone laugh or joyful, you also try to do the same, because we are emotional beings and we are always connected. So this is the essence. So you must understand this, that why it is so much important, right? Because people connection is so people into people interaction is the major thing one should just focus on. And when you talk about people, a lot of things just comes, right? Psychology, then your mindset, and many different things, right? But we are just diving deep into this. So especially with the rising technology, the most needed skill of the hour and of the future to achieve success, whether it's personal or professional life, is EQ. You get to connect with people offline and online through EQ. Whether offline or online, people think in exactly the same way. Online, however, people habits are simply amplified and magnified. So this is kind of the behavior of the people which might be offline or online, right? So this is just a fact statement, like how people can behave when it is online or offline. With emotional quotient, one is the ability. So how what can you do with learning this? So you can connect with people, you can understand one's and others' emotion in the context of current surrounding and environment. Understand what someone else is going through, physical and visual cues, even without even them saying it, right? Without even saying, even because here your body language comes into picture. Like there are a lot of things which you are just experiencing in a non-verbal way. The person is not even trying to say you something, but still you are able to read what this guy is trying to say, right? So this is what go with go with one own's heart, negotiate, persuade, motivate, inspire. This is so much important when it comes to business. The negotiation skills, the persuasion skill, right? How you can persuade people to sell anything. Can you sell anything? Do you have the power? Do you have the psychology? Are you able to understand the people? That what's being bring the success in any kind of businesses. Now, when you see a lot of self-made millionaires and billionaires in the world, they are all into business, right? And they are all great salespeople. They are master in sales. So they are master in negotiation, persuasion, motivation, and inspiration. That is the thing. Build a deep relationship with others. So these are some of the benefits when you understand about emotional quotient, emotional intelligence. The healthiest, wealthiest, and wiser people on the earth quote that EQ is the key metrics of growing success, because ultimately you are dealing with people. You need to feel them. We are more than numbers and figures. This is quite a great statement. You can just make a note of it, right? And through this only, people are just trying to grab the attention and make a lot of money. There is a power. So how do I improve my EQ? First, a must do exercise for yourself. Take a note that we are a bit of both, but we naturally prefer to be more one of the other. Also, take a note of each question. Neither are the weaknesses; they are both strengths. Now, ask yourself. So, this is a clear statement that you need to take note of these questions, right? And then you will be able to know what kind of person you are. And remember, there is no weakness, right? It is also only the stand. So you need to answer the correct question, correct answer. There is a prerequisite. So question one: am I more outgoing person or am I more reserved person? Ask yourself. You need to choose one only. Ask yourself right now. Even if you're watching this video, you pause this video and ask yourself. Then what will be, if you have chosen any your option? Then what will be the thing? So a more outgoing person will prefer a directing a conversation, getting people to do things, and a more reserved person will rather be the part of conversation. So this is the difference if you are choosing this, right, regarding question one. So this is, we are basically understanding the disc profile. The disc profile I am discussing with you. You might be aware about this, right? But we are diving deep here. So ask yourself number one question, right? If you want to know yourself emotionally, right? If you want to measure your emotional quotient, then this is the question. Question two: am I more task oriented person or am I more people oriented person? Choose only one. Are you the task oriented person? Are you are eager to do the task, or you are people oriented? So what will they mean? A more task oriented person will think what come next, about the order of things to do, what do I need to get done today. So these are some of the qualities. If you're choosing the task oriented person, so more task oriented person is a natural planner. So and now what will be the answer for the people oriented person? So they will think like, are people enjoying their time? How others are feeling? Who am I meeting today? So these are some of the qualities. If you have answered these two questions, then you will be able to analyze yourself, where you stand emotionally, and how you can just make changes in you. And I mean, what are you great at, right? And this is the thing. So a more people oriented person is a natural motivator, right? So disc profiling, right? So disc profiling there. So categorize yourself and ask these questions, right? So this profiling, I'm a more task oriented person, I'm a more people oriented person, I'm a more outgoing person. And so these are some of the things which you have just answered, right? So remain on, if you have answered these two questions which I have just asked, then you can categorize the D profile. So D profile are those people who are more outgoing and more task oriented, right? So now what they will prefer? They will prefer direct. They will do, they will plan, they will organize, they are ready, fire, aim, be motivated by action, be oriented by results, see the bigger picture. So if you have chosen this more outgoing and task oriented, you are a D profile person. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say, right? And if you're enjoying the content till now, then make sure you just like, share, and subscribe, right? It's so much important. So what is I profile? So if you're more outgoing and more people oriented, then you are I. So what does I stand for? It stands for inspire, innovate, motivate, intellectualize, discuss, ready to talk, have space to create, provide insights. This is the I, right? So I'm more reserved person, right? So do this thing and then you will be able to see more reserved and task oriented. Let me just get eliminated with the distraction, because When you will be distracted, then you create a mess. So be with me. I will be back soon, right? Let's just eliminate this. Yes, so I have eliminated this distraction and now we are back. So C, what does C mean? C profile. So it is more reserved and task oriented, right? Reserved and task oriented. So what are the qualities? Be calculative, be cautious, be detailed, have focus, have steps, have a process, right? This is C. And what is S? S is more reserved and more people oriented, right? So what does S people? Be soft, structured, empathetic, be a middleman, mediators, ready, hug, brings people to a situation. So the most important question is to ask these two questions and choose accordingly, which will help you to analyze which kind of profile you are having. Is it a D profile? Is it a I profile? Is it a C profile or is it a S profile? Right. So once you know that, you will be able to make a lot of things into your life and you will be able to improve your emotional quotient and emotional intelligence. So understanding adult profile, how we should treat others is not by how we like to be treated, but rather how they need to be treated. Understand this. How we should treat others is not by how we like to be treated, but rather how they need to be treated. Nobody is good or bad. We see things through different lenses. There is different perspective. All of us are just wired emotionally in different ways. An example, six blind were men were the backstage of the circus. As they were feeling their way around, all of them touch an elephant, turn by turn. They said it's more like tongue, it's more like rope, it's more like palm leaf, it's more like bending the trunk, it's more like a wall. Or well, right, they just had different perspective. So it's just a matter of perspective, right? How you see the things, like for example, if you see six from one end, right, the other person on the other end may say that it is a nine, so both are correct from their end, right? So you must understand this perspective side, right? When people interact with us, what they show the disc profile, the needs, dreams and worries. Both parties therefore need to listen, see and read between the lines. This is actually the essence of psychology and how you can just persuade, inspire, motivate, right? This is the essence. You need to understand this deeply. And once you do, then you will be a next level person. And then you will be able to empower any kind of human or people interaction. So this is what the DIS profile is showing you, right? There are natural collaborators between some profile, but it's all about work. To communicate effectively and deeply, we need to speak to others, not in a language we understand, but in the language that they understand. Oh my God, this is the next level. Let me just, this is so important. So to communicate effectively and deeply, we need to speak to others, not in their language, but in the language that they can understand. It's it's like traveling a foreign country. In order for the locals to understand and connect with you, you need to speak in their native tongue. This will enable you to make a most impact. So this is the main thing which we need to understand when it comes to psychology, understanding this profile and how and the ability for you to deal with people. So interacting with D, if you have chosen from the beginning, if you're a D profile, or if someone is D profile, then these are the things you need to do with them. Provide them the direction in which the things are going, the bigger picture, how things fit into bigger picture, right? Interacting with the I. Okay, so this was D. Now interacting with I. So who was the I, right? So I provide them with time and space to create, right? These are some of the things which you can do. Type of the people, understanding the disk profile, interacting with the C's, provide them with the information on how people are going to benefit, participate, be affected by the situation, right? This is for those who are having C profile. S profile, provide them with details, with information of the step of the process, the challenge for today, right? Make a note of this challenge. Try to notice and be aware of others this profile and try to communicate with them in their own language. Means you ask the two questions that I just asked, right? And understand that profile, right? Whether they are into D, I, S, or C, and accordingly, right? Try to communicate in their own, in their language, not your language, right? This is the masterpiece. If you understand this, then you will be able to make a huge difference in your life and the life of others. So I hope you just got a clear idea about this profile and how you can get emotional quotient right, how you can become emotionally intelligent, and the art of dealing with people. And for that, I will also recommend you the book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is a must, right? It shows you how dealing with people can have a huge impact in your life and can make you a great success, right? So what is the main takeaway, right? Just because as others don't see the things the same way as you, it doesn't mean they are wrong. They are having different perspective, which if you take a step back to think about, they're really just adding value to the situation. So no one is right or wrong. It's a kind of different perspective. That's why when you see that the life of some people have some belief because they have gone through their experiences and now they are seeing life from different angle, from different perspective. And now there is also another person who is into some different kind of beliefs, and because he has just gone through their experiences and now he thinks from his perspective. So none of them is wrong. It's only about the type of perspective you are looking. So just get through and know the this profile and how you can just look at the people and judge them whether they are belonging to D profile, I or S or C, and accordingly you can deal with them. Right. So I hope you enjoy this content. If you can do this channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, right? Because it's a kind of motivation to make such of content, right? And also let me know how what is the feedback regarding the success habits schedule that I am doing. I see you in the next video. Till then, bye.